My name is Luke, and if you've just started listening to this podcast, welcome. Welcome by all means. Actually, if you've just started listening to this podcast at chapter 6, why? Why now? I mean, today's not going to be a particularly good episode. I'm angry. If you want to listen to a good episode, probably go back to the start. No, don't go back to the start. Start off at about chapter 3. I feel like I really hit my stride and started peaking in chapter 3, and now it's just all downhill from here. So, yeah, if you don't want to listen to me be really angry today, then just switch off the podcast now, because I'm raging. I'm not a happy man. And, you're probably wondering, Luke, why aren't you happy? Is something wrong? Has someone died in your family? What's happened? Is someone suffering from an incurable disease? Or, do you have to go spend a night in Adelaide? No, nothing like that. That's all very bad. But it's actually, believe it or not, the problem is of the first world variety, but okay, here's the thing. Steve Jobs, if you're listening, I know you're not, look, put it this way, I know this is going to sound very disrespectful, because it is disrespectful, and that's why it's going to sound disrespectful, but this morning, I did find myself having the desire to take a big steamy shit on his grave. And that's nothing against Steve personally. It's to do with his corporation and all the bullshit you have to go to get one thing done. One thing! That's all I wanted. Last night it started. I just wanted one thing. Hey Steve, can I have one thing? No, you can't, Luke. You're going to have to do 10 things to get nothing done. I didn't even get the one thing done. Here's what happened, right? So today, after I film this podcast, after I record this podcast, I'm going to film a few videos, right? And for one of the videos, I need a GoPro, right? So fair enough. So I borrowed a GoPro off a friend, and I was like, great, got this GoPro. But to use the GoPro properly, right, you have to have the GoPro app. So I was like, all right, I'll download this GoPro app. Fine, fair enough. But here's where it starts to get annoying. In order to download the GoPro app, Apple says I have to update my phone software. And I was like, oh, that's annoying, because the new app won't run on whatever version I'm running. I was like, okay, fair enough. I'll update my phone. So I go on iTunes, right? Go to update my phone, and it says oh, hang on, you have to download the new version of iTunes in order to update your phone. And I was like, oi, Apple, I'm not a hurdler, so stop making me jump through hurdles. I'm just a boy. I'm just a boy with a laptop and a desire to film a shitty video on a GoPro. I was like, fine, Apple, you've got me. There you go. I'll download your new shitty iTunes, because I've been, it's fair enough. I've been running software from the Stone Age, clearly, to get my music. It's true. My previous iTunes software was actually surrounded by moat, so intruders couldn't get in. It didn't have any firewalls, because that's funny, because that's like a fort joke. It's like, okay, so I'm angry. Sorry. All right, so I've gone to download where am I up to in this chain? I've gone to download the new version of iTunes, and I was like, great, okay, I'll download this new version of iTunes. Oh, wait. Guess what? In order to download the newest version of iTunes, I have to update my whole computer. Because apparently my MacBook Air was crafted by Vikings, and Vikings didn't have GoPros yet, so it doesn't run on this stupid, And I go to do that, right? Because I'm a slave to capitalism, and I'm Steve Jobs' ghost little fucking bitch. And then I go to do that, and I don't have enough storage space. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm done. I'm over. It's done. Actually, no, I'm not done, because overnight, right, I was like, fine, I'll update my computer. Let's get this process started. And I update my computer, and I get up, and then all my video editing software and all this other stuff is like, oh, this software is no longer compatible with this version of my Mac or whatever. And now I have to update all my programs on my computer to even get them to work with this new software. Actually, hang on a sec. Oi, Steve. What are you doing? Okay, firstly, eat a barrel of dicks, alright? That's the first thing. Secondly, no one bought an Apple Watch, man. I don't know what you're thinking. No one's wearing a fucking iPhone on their wrist. Thirdly, bring back Brick and Solitaire, okay? Those were the OG games that you should have never have left, okay? That was a mistake. Fourthly, I don't have a fourthly, man. Just eat another barrel of dicks and let me use my GoPro, okay? Alright, bye, Steve. He's leaving. Now he's burying himself again. Okay, that was mean. Sorry, Steve. Sorry, there was this guy called Steve there. And anyway, the point is, that's why I'm angry. I've spent the last probably 18 hours, I don't know how long, trying to organize this shit just to film a video today. And now I've yelled for 3 minutes and I threatened to shit on a dead guy's grave. And I'm sorry about that, but you know, you could have left like a little note in a bottle that's like, oi gang, just quick note before I head off to the afterlife. Please don't make your customers sell their organs and give an arm and a leg to just update a stupid GoPro. It's not a hard thing to do, so just make sure that's quick and easy. And everyone's like, blocking their ears, like, what? Sorry. Steve's like, sorry guys, are you listening? And they're like, and Steve's like, guys, I'm about to leave here. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm sure you guys heard me. I'm sure you guys got it under control. And Apple's like, oh, we can't hear you. We're going to charge like $1,000 for a computer that's worth 80. And then Steve's like, all right, guys, catch you later. And then Steve left. And that's what I had to deal with. Although I'm really glad I don't have to deal with this in like 5 years' time. Because it's only going to get worse. Like this stuff is just going to get ridiculous. Like it's not going to stop at just my computer in 5 years' time. It'll be like, in order to update your computer software, you have to update your Apple TV. And I'll go, oh man. So I go over my Apple TV, and then my Apple TV is like, oops, in order to update your Apple TV, you must update your Apple home loan. So I go down to the bank, and I'm like, oh, hey guys, I've got to update my Apple home loan. And then there's some like robot going like, cannot compute, need to be updated. So then some staff member goes, sorry, before we can update your Apple home loan, we just got to update our Apple robot before it can serve you. And I'm like, oh, sorry, why can't you just serve me? This is 2021. You do not speak to me at all. And then, so they update the Apple robot, and the Apple robot's like, oh, hi, so you're looking to update your Apple home loan so you can update your computer, so you can update your iTunes, so then you can update your iPod, so you can download this stupid GoPro app. And I'm like, yeah, that's correct. And then they go, oh, great, sorry, just a quick little simple thing. In order to update your Apple home loan, you must first update your Apple universe. I'm like, oh, that's annoying. Okay, robot, how do I update my Apple universe? It's like, I'm just going to stop you there. This is still, I think we can both agree, a lot easier than buying an Android. I mean, at least it won't blow up in your face. And I'm like, great joke, robot. Here's a joke for you. Knock, knock. And the robot's like, oh, who's there? And I'm like, go fuck yourself. And the robot's like, great joke, Luke. All right, now, in order to update your Apple universe, you must first go into your Apple car. And I'm like, oh yeah, what version does the Apple car have to be running? iOS 9. Okay. So I have to go update my Apple car in order to update my Apple universe, which then helps me update my Apple home loan, and so on. It goes down the line. And I was like, fine, I'll update my Apple car, mate. So I go down, update my Apple car, and I start driving towards Apple NASA. But first, I have to update my toll booth, my Apple toll booth plan. I'm like, fine, I'll update my Apple toll booth plan so I can get there quicker. So I update my Apple toll booth plan, and I finally get to Apple NASA, and then I'm like, great, let's go up in space. And I'm like, oh no, wait, I haven't updated my Apple rocket in a while, so I have to wait 40 minutes for my Apple rocket to update. And then that finally updates after I've agreed to like the 50th terms and conditions, and then I'm like, fine, good, I'm going up into space. Then I get to the atmosphere, and Apple's like, oh, have you updated your Apple atmosphere? And I'm like, no, shit, I haven't updated my Apple atmosphere. And it's like, oh, okay. So I wait and I update my Apple atmosphere, and then Apple's like, oh, wait, go kill yourself. And I'm like, thank you, Apple, finally, good customer service, thank you. And I kill myself, and yeah, and turns out that I just could have downloaded a different version of the GoPro app. Nah, there's no other version. I just gave up. And look, I'm hoping today the filming just works. And man, I'm tired after that, and I'm actually less angry. I actually think that helped. So yeah, if you were angry and if you had a similar problem like that recently, I hope that helped. Man, I'm so puffed and really worked up. But I think I'm angry. I actually think this helped. I vented and... Whew, this helped. Okay, what's next?